Hi guys. I'm stuck a little bit on how to go forward with this next lesson. The 7th and 8th grade students will be very soon going into identifying and learning about the instruments so they can make good choices on what instruments they would like to play and start learning how to play for our program. You senior kids, we need to be able to talk about music in different ways that you may not be used to, because one of the points of what I would like to teach you is to have good academic discussions about music and learn about music in ways that you may not have experienced before. And 7th and 8th graders, that it will be also true for you. Yes, you're going to be learning how to play instruments, to be a part of a band, and later on an orchestra, and other things that we're going to be doing in our program. But we also need to be able to talk about music. When we start listening and learning about the different instruments, we're going to talk about, for instance, the word timbre, what that means. Why can we tell the difference between a flute and a clarinet? It's because of their timbre. So I was a little troubled about how to make this lesson right now, this kind of first lesson after the introduction, go. So I'm going to actually use my very first music theory lesson that I made for my former students when the pandemic started. And even though they had more experience than you did, or you do, excuse me, that I think it's still valid that you learn these things. So this is kind of an introductory video to prepare you for the lesson you're going to watch that's part of today's, the rest of this week's lesson. It's a little bit about music theory, or what music theory is. It gives us a definition of music, and then it talks about the elements of music. And it's a bit of a long lesson. It's 24 minutes long, but I want you to glean from it from whatever you can, because we're going to turn back to these concepts and these vocabulary words and these things that we're going to talk about often. But I also understand it can be a little bit boring. Please bear with that. And please understand that this is just going to make us be better musicians, or have a better understanding of music, any kind of music that you listen to or interact with or later on perform. So I want you to watch the video, the other video that's in Google Classroom right now, and I want you to answer the questions, but you might have to watch parts of the video a couple of times to get the questions answered. I want you to do your best, and I don't want you to get stressed. And more importantly, I know music's supposed to be fun, but we still have to learn some things on the way. So understand that this will lead us to be better musicians as we're learning. For you 7th and 8th grade students, I'm in the process of putting together some pretty cool lessons about the instrument families and the instruments themselves, so you can help choose wisely when you're choosing your instruments. You senior students, this will give us an opportunity to talk about different kinds of music that you enjoy and that you like to and listen to in ways that you may never have thought to talk about music. You will learn how to listen to music differently, and maybe because of that, enjoy it more. So without further ado, go on to the next video and watch it. And I would say try to answer the questions as you go, and be very slow and methodical about it. All right? Good luck. Please don't hold it against me, because it's a little bit boring. I get it, but it's kind of part of this introductory without getting to see you in person to help you through this process. This will make our next Google Meets today maybe a little bit more interesting, because you guys are probably going to have a lot of questions. And you may not even get to it, but I will talk a little bit about more at our Google Meets tomorrow as well. So I'll see you on the computer, and good luck.